Hello children and viewers. So in the previous class I explained about the simple microscope. Now in this class I am going to explain about compound microscope. Compound microscope. The maximum magnifying power of simple microscope is 9, and if we want to get the more magnifying power, so the simple microscope is not useful. So that's why we use another optical instrument or another microscope, that is the compound microscope. So the compound microscope is consisting of two convex lenses, but the simple microscope, in the simple microscope and nothing but the simple microscope is consisting with only one convex lens. But coming to the compound microscope is consisting of the two convex lenses. So one convex lens is towards the object and another convex lens is towards our eye. So the lens or the convex lens, which is towards the object, so that convex lens will be called as objective. So the convex lens which is towards the object will be called as objective, and it has the small aperture as well as a small focal length. So now consider the focal length of this object will be f0. It has small focal length. Now the lens which is towards, now the convex lens, so that is which is towards our eye. So that convex lens will be called as eyepiece. And it has a larger aperture and as well as the large focal length. Large focal length, that will be considered f suffix e. And it has a larger focal length and as well as the larger aperture. So now this will be towards our eye. Now the distance between them will be considered. The distance between this objective and eyepiece will be considered L. Now they will be arranged coaxially one in another, and as well as, so now the distance, now by using, when they are arranged coaxially one in another, the distance between them is also changes with help of a screw. So now if we adjust the object, now consider this object AB. The object name will be AB, and consider the height of this object is h0. Now if we adjust this object between the focal length of this object and 2f0, and nothing but center of curvature of this object, and if we adjust this object of how much height h0, so between the f0 and 2f0 of this objective, then this objective can be form this image of this object beyond 2f0 on other side of the lens. So now I am drawing the diagram. Observe, I am taking one ray that is parallel to the principal axis. So after refraction, so it will be passes through the focus of this object on which is on other side of the lens. And next I am taking the another incident ray that is passing through optic center. So after refraction it will be continue the same path. Now here these are the two refracted rays, so which is coming from the comes after refraction from the objective or intersecting here. So that's why here the image is formed. So this is the image formed by the objective, for whom object AB. Now this is formed because of the real intersection of the refracted rays. That's why this is the real image and it is the inverted image, and if you compare the size will be more. That's why it is a magnified image. So now consider this image name will be A dash and B dash. So this A dash B dash is the image formed by the objective for the object AB. AB. Now it is the real and inverted and magnified image. So where it can be formed beyond the 2f0. So now by adjusting that distance between them, or by adjusting the distance between this eyepiece and objective, so now the image formed by this object A dash B dash will be coming to the or it will be between the optic center of this eyepiece and focal length of this eyepiece. And now the image formed by this object will be between the optic center and focus. F suffix E is nothing but focus of the eyepiece. Then now this A dash B dash can be act as a object for this eyepiece, and as well as this A dash B dash will be the between the optic center of the eyepiece and focus of this eyepiece. So due to that, this eyepiece can behave like a simple microscope. So it behaves like a simple microscope. So that's why it can be form the image. So behind the lens, and that will be the virtual, erected and magnified. So now how it can be formed, I am going to draw the diagram. Observe. So one ray I am taking that is passing through optic center. So that's why it will be continuing the same path. And another incident ray I am taking that is parallel to the principal axis. So that's why after refraction, what happened after refraction? So it will be traveling through the focus of other side of the lens. So after refraction, what happened? So it will be passes through the focus of other side of the lens. But these are the divergent rays. That's why they never intersect. So that's why when they are extended back. So now when it is extended back, and when these two refracted rays are extended back, so what happened? So these can be intersect. These two rays can be intersecting here. So that's why here which is formed, here the image is formed. So this is the final image formed. By the whom? Compound microscope. Or this is the image formed by whom? Eyepiece. Now it is the virtual image. Why? It can be formed behind this eyepiece. And it is the image formed when the refracted rays are extended back. So that's why this is a virtual image, and it is erected image, because so that image, the objective for the eyepiece will be below the principal axis, and the image formed by this eyepiece is also below the principal axis. So that's why it is the erected image, and it is a virtual image, but it is a highly magnified. It is a magnified, not highly. So it is a magnified image. That's why this image can be called as a final image in the compound microscope, and this is the object. And this A dash B dash is the image formed by the objective for the object AB, and this A dash B dash can be act as an object for the eyepiece, and this eyepiece can be form the image. So here, now this is the image distance for the eyepiece. Now this is the object distance for the objective, and this is the image formed by the objective. That's why, so this is the image distance of the object. So from O to A dash will be the V0. From O to, consider this is the O and this is considered O dash. O dash is the optic center of the eyepiece, and O is the optic center of the objective. So now from O to this B, and the OB can be taken as a object distance for the objective, and from O to A dash will be called as image distance for the objective. And now, so now for this eyepiece, which is the object? A dash B dash. So that's why this is called as what? Objective distance. Object distance for the eyepiece. And now, so this eyepiece can be form the image here. That's why this is called the image distance. For the eyepiece. Now I am going to find the magnifying power of compound microscope. So magnifying power of microscope is nothing but it is the ratio of magnifying power is represented with letter M. So it is a ratio of visual angle formed by the final image to visual angle formed by the final image at our eye. So this is a final image. So this is the final image formed some angle at our eye. So that is nothing, consider beta. That is the consider beta. To visual angle. So visual angle formed by object kept at D. And nothing but if we place this object at the least distance of distinct vision, and now consider, so this is our eye. Imagine, you have to imagine this is our eye. So from this eye, now I am placing the object. This is the object AB. At how much distance? At a distance of 25 centimeter. 25 centimeter is nothing but least distance of distinct vision. Nothing but, so we have to imagine the object is at D. D means least distance of distinct vision. So then it will make some angle at our eye. So that angle will be considered alpha. And nothing but, so the magnifying power is formula is M is equal to beta by alpha. So this beta is nothing but visual angle formed by the final image at our eye to visual angle formed by object. So kept at D. We have to imagine. So that angle is alpha. But these are very small. That's why to find the beta and alpha, first of all we have to find the tan beta and tan alpha. So by finding the tan beta and tan alpha, so then the tan beta can be taken as beta and the tan alpha can be taken as alpha because they are very small angle. So that's why in case of the small angles, the tan beta can be taken as beta and tan alpha can be taken as alpha. So now beta means what? Visual angle formed by the final image. So now these are final image. This is the final image will make some angle at our eye. So that is beta. But you doesn't know this height of this final image. But you know this height of this image formed by the objective, and that is also make the same angle beta. So now you know the height of A dash B dash. So that's why to find the visual angle formed by the final image, so now I am taking this triangle, so that is O, A dash and B dash. So what is the triangle I am taking? The triangle name is nothing but, so A dash, B dash, O dash, sorry, these are O dash. So optic center of the eyepiece. A dash, B dash, O dash, this is a triangle I am taking, observe. So in this triangle tan beta is nothing but what? Tan beta equal to opposite side by adjacent side. So what is opposite side? A dash B dash by adjacent side is nothing but, so the object distance, that is nothing but object distance A dash B dash for the eyepiece, that is U suffix E. But the tan beta can be taken as what? Beta. So that's why beta equal to A dash B dash by U suffix E. But when we apply the sign convention, A dash B dash is negative and U suffix is also negative because this is the incident ray direction. So the light is coming in this direction. A dash B dash be the below the principal axis. That's why it is the negative. And as well as, so U suffix E, because all the distance are measured from where? Optic center. The distance measured in the direction of incident light is positive. The distance measured opposite direction of incident ray. To measure this A dash B dash, and where the distance to measure the A dash B dash distance from the optic center, in which direction you are moving? Opposite direction of the incident ray. That's why it is negative. So that's why this minus will be cancelled. Again you get the plus. So now cancel this equation 1. And from this figure, and if you imagine the object at 25 centimeter or least distance of distinct vision, so from this one, what is the tan alpha? So tan alpha is nothing but, from this figure, tan alpha is nothing but opposite side by adjacent side. Opposite side is nothing but AB. So AB has how much height? H0. AB will be how much height? H naught. So that's why tan alpha at nothing but what? AB by, so this distance at nothing but height of the object by least distance of distinction at nothing but H naught by D. So but the tan alpha can be taken as alpha. So that's why alpha equal to H naught by D. Now consider equation 2. But what is the magnifying power formula? M equal to beta by alpha. So what is beta? A dash B dash by U suffix E divided by alpha is nothing but what? H naught by D. So if you simplify, so A dash B dash by U suffix E into denominator is there, it will be go to the numerator, so D by H naught. So that's why magnifying power M equal to A dash B dash by U suffix E into D by H naught. But you doesn't know the A dash B dash. So that's why it is considered equation 3. To find the A dash B dash, now come to the objective. Object is nothing but it is a which lens? Convex lens. So for this convex lens, so this is the object and this is the object distance, and this is the image and this is the image distance. Already you learned in case of the in the what? Refraction through curved surfaces. You learned that the magnifying power of the convex lens. Magnifying power of convex lens. So here the magnifying power of which one? Objective. Is what is the formula? What is the formula? Image distance by object distance. Image distance by object distance. But here the image distance is what? V naught, and object distance is nothing but U naught. Equal to another formula is there. So height of the image by height of the object. Height of the image by height of the object. This is a general formula of what? Magnifying, the magnifying power of the convex lens or magnification of convex lens. Magnification of convex lens. Sorry, not magnifying power. So magnification of the convex lens or magnifying power. Okay, you can take any one. So if you apply the sign convention, here, so now you doesn't know the magnifying power of this objective. That's why, but you know the V naught and U naught and height of the image by height of the object. If you apply the sign convention, so all the distance are measured from optic center. The distance measured in the direction of light is positive, opposite direction is negative. But to measure the object distance, in which direction you are moving? Opposite direction of the incident light. That's why U naught is negative. And to find the V naught distance, in which direction you are moving? In the direction of light. That's why V naught is positive. So height of the image is nothing but below the principal axis, that is the negative, and height of the object is above the principal axis, that is the positive. So that's why V naught is plus V naught by U naught is nothing but minus U naught. So HI means height of the image. What is the height of the image? Minus A dash B dash by height of the object is nothing but what? H naught, already you know. So this minus will be cancelled. So from this equation, A dash B dash is equal to what? A dash B dash is equal to, when we do the cross product, V naught into H naught by U naught. Now consider this equation is the fourth one. But from equation 3 and 4, and nothing but when the A dash B dash is substituted in the equation 3, so what you get? So magnifying power of compound microscope equal to A dash B dash is nothing but V naught H naught by U naught, V naught H naught by U naught by U suffix E into what is that? D by H naught. So this H naught will be cancelled. M equal to V naught by U suffix E into this U naught will be come to the denominator into D by U naught. If I rearrange this equation, M equal to V naught by U naught into D by U suffix E. And it will be contains the two terms, V naught by U naught into D by U. V naught by U naught is nothing but what? V naught by U naught is nothing but the magnifying power of this objective or magnification of the objective. So that's why M is equal to M naught into D by U suffix E. It will be similar to the magnifying power of the simple microscope or nothing but what? Eyepiece. But so by adjusting By adjusting that what? By adjusting what is the importance of the optical instrument? The optical instrument. By using this optical instrument, we can form the final image at the near point as well as the far point. And nothing but, so when we adjust the eyepiece such that the image is formed at the near point, and when the image is formed at the far point, so this u suffix will be changes. U suffix will be changed. That's why this magnifying power can be depend upon what? U suffix e. U suffix e can be changes by using a screw. By using a screw. So that's why when by adjusting the distance between them, this objective and eyepiece, the final image can be formed at near point and the final image can be formed at the far point. And nothing but the magnifying power may be maximum, the magnifying power can be minimum. That can be depend upon what? This u suffix e and the object distance for the eyepiece. So that's why we are going to learn the magnifying power of the compound microscope in two cases, when the final image is formed at the near point, when the final image is formed at the far point. I am going to explain. So what is the magnifying power of the compound microscope? The magnifying power of compound microscope m equal to, what is that? V naught by u naught into d by u suffix e, or magnifying power of objective into d by u suffix e. But when the eyepiece will be adjusted such that when the image is formed at the near point and when the image is formed at the far point. First one, when final image is formed at near point, and when the final image is formed at a near point, final image is formed at a near point. So if the final image is formed at the near point, our eye will be strained, but the compound microscope has the maximum magnifying power. Magnifying power. If the image is formed at the near point, so that compound microscope has the maximum magnifying power, but the eye will be strained. Remember, eye will be strained. And nothing but, so the objective distance is nothing but u equal to u suffix e. So I am drawing the diagram once again. So this is the objective and this is the eyepiece. So now here this is a dash b dash. A dash b dash is nothing but what? So this is the object for this eyepiece. It will be between the optic center of this eyepiece and focus of this eyepiece and optic center of eyepiece. So now when this image is formed at the near point, near point. Now consider this distance is what? D. And this is the objective distance, u suffix e. Nothing but object distance u equal to minus u suffix e. Why? Because so in this direction the incident light is going in this direction. This is the incident light direction. But to measure the object distance, in which direction you are moving? Opposite to the incident light. That's why u equal to minus u suffix e. And as well as to measure the image distance also, in which direction you are moving? Opposite to the incident ray. That's why v equal to how much distance here? The image distance is nothing but minus d. And this focal length of the eyepiece will be nothing but it is the convex length. That's why it is the positive. So to find this objective distance for the eyepiece, so we have to use the lens formula. What is the lens formula? Lens formula is 1 by f equal to 1 by v minus 1 by u. When you substitute in this equation, 1 by f is nothing but f suffix e equal to 1 by v is nothing but minus d, minus 1 by u is nothing but minus u suffix e. This minus into minus plus, equal to 1 by f suffix e equal to minus 1 by d. So this minus into minus plus 1 by u suffix e. So from this equation 1 by u suffix e equal to, when I bring this minus 1 by d to the left side, So now it become 1 by f suffix c plus 1 by d. So you get the 1 by u suffix c. So here 1 by u suffix c is there. And nothing but when I substitute this formula in this equation and magnifying power m equal to what? Dm v naught by u naught into d by u suffix e, and nothing but d into 1 by u suffix e. So here 1 by u suffix is there, and v naught by u naught into d by d into 1 by u suffix means what? So 1 by fe plus 1 by d. So when I multiply this, d will be inside. So what you get? M equal to, so v naught by u naught into d by f suffix c plus d by d. D by d means cancel, you get the 1. Then now this is the maximum magnifying power of the compound microscope when the image is formed at near point. So v naught by u naught. V naught by u naught is nothing but what? So magnifying power of this objective into 1 plus d by f suffix c. So this is the maximum magnifying power of the compound microscope when the image is formed at the near point. Now coming to the, when the final image is formed at the far point, that is also called as a normal adjustment. So when final image is formed, when final image is formed at a far point, or it may be called as normal adjustment, but in this case the eye will be relaxed. But it has the minimum magnifying power. But advantage is the eye will be relaxed. Now I am again drawing the diagram here. So these are objective and this is the eyepiece. Optic center O dash, this is the O. Now this is the object A dash and B dash for the eyepiece. Now when it will be adjusted, nothing but when the object for this eyepiece will be kept at exactly the focus of the eyepiece by using the screw when we adjust. So that object under this A dash B dash, the image formed by the objective can be act as object for the eyepiece. So if this A dash B dash is exactly kept at the focus of the eyepiece, so then what happened? The image can be formed at the infinity. So the image can be formed at infinity. Now these rays are parallel to each other. Now where the image is formed, the image can be formed at the infinity. But here now this object distance become how much? U suffix equal to f suffix c. U suffix equal to how much? F suffix c. And now it is become negative, and u suffix equal to minus f suffix c. Or consider u suffix equal to u suffix c. So later you get the u suffix is nothing but f suffix c. So u suffix nothing but this object distance u equal to minus u suffix c. Where the image is formed at the infinity. The image distance is what? At the infinity. And for this eyepiece is nothing but it is a convex lens. That's why focal length is what? Positive. Again by using lens formula, 1 by f equal to 1 by v minus 1 by u. So 1 by f is nothing but what? F suffix c. So 1 by v is nothing but infinity minus 1 by u. U is nothing but what? This objective distance for the eyepiece is what? Minus u suffix e. So when I simplify, 1 by f suffix equal to 1 by infinity is nothing but 0, minus into minus plus 1 by u suffix e. So that's why 1 by u suffix e equal to 1 by f suffix e. So from this one u suffix e equal to what? F suffix e. And where that object A dash B dash is kept at the exactly at the focus of the eyepiece. This is eyepiece. Then the image is formed at the infinity, that will be called as the far point. Then our eye will be relaxed. So in this case u suffix e become how much? F suffix e. When I substituted in this u suffix e equal to f suffix e, substitute in this magnifying power formula, m equal to, so v naught by u naught into d by u suffix e. U suffix e is nothing but what? F suffix e. f suffix e. So V naught by U naught is nothing but what? Magnifying power of objective into d by f suffix e. So this is called the magnifying power of this compound microscope when the image is formed at the far point. But in this case, so the magnifying power will be minimum, but the eye will be relaxed. But when the image is formed at the near point, so it have the maximum magnifying power, but our eye will be strained. And to get the maximum magnifying power, the image must be formed at the near point. To get the minimum magnifying power, the image can be formed at the infinity or far point. So this is about the compound microscope.